Hey, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for the water signs. If you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, the reading may resonate for you. So I'm just going to go over all the rules up front if you're new to tarot, and in the pin section of the comment, there will be a timestamp for your sign, so you can just skip to that, unless of course you're watching this during the premiere. Yeah, so let's go over the rules if you're new. Not every reading for your sign is going to resonate. It's just not possible. So only take it if you feel deep in your soul that's for you. Never try to make a reading fit if it doesn't feel right. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress, and those cards describe a really specific personality, but they have nothing to actually do with the sex or gender of the person being described. So if I pull a Queen, I could be talking about a guy. If I pull the Emperor, I could be talking about a woman. It's all about the personality. Yeah, sometimes people say that the energy is reversed. It's the other way around, and you can take it that way if that's how it resonates for you. Okay, so let's shuffle. Get into these now. If you want to catch more readings, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and of course I would appreciate that. I do some extra content in the members only. You can check that out by clicking join if you have subscribed. And if you really need to book a private person, the information's in the description of the video and again in the pin section of the comments where the timestamp is. So let's start with Scorpio. So we have intuitive awakening. I trust my intuition. Meditation and solitude help me connect to my instinctive center. As I focus inward, I can feel my intuition awaken. I pay attention to the wisdom of my spirit. and light. Look to the space between the trees for answers. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Swords. Now, in this deck, there are two of each of the masculine energies, and one is always a more feminine energy, but still the king. So, let's talk about it. I feel like you have a choice here about whether to really put in more effort or to just completely let go. It's almost like you want clarity. That someone's not just giving it. I don't know, it's there's something about the two of you where maybe you just really are two alike. You know, it's tit for tat, trying to figure each other out, maybe not being 100% trusting despite being trustworthy. I think two people might see each other wrong. Now, I don't think that this is unjustified, because clarifying the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords. And so I feel like part of this choice is like, do I want to separate myself and just kind of do something different with my life? Because, you know, the Eight of Cups is clarifying the Eight of Cups here with the Lovers. This is definitely a decision, like, about leaving someone or staying. And I think it's a finalized decision, because I feel like to you, on some mature shit, you're tired of not being sure yourself. Like, I think there's a more awareness on your end than the other person, that there's some kind of fear, that there's like, still some pain that isn't cleared up. But I think neither person, like, it's like two people should be able to talk this out. And I feel like you're giving this person the opportunity to I think clear up some confusion, you know what I mean? It's like the only way that we're going to be able to change this is if we just clear the situation up. This, you know, it's feeling mature where it's like, you know, instead of just feeling like someone else is crazy or they're a bitch or they're an asshole, you know, it's like knowing that someone is unsure because things are unclear and it just needs to be cleared up. And like just taking the opportunity when the person is calm, cool, and collected to make sure that things are clarified, because I think like there's a recognition on your end that the other person is just confused. Like they're confused about who you are, what you want from them, like what your intentions are towards them. They just have, like, they're just not seeing you the right way. And being mature enough to be like, let's see if I can level with this person and make them understand that like I don't have like intentions to hurt them or do something. And if they can't really see that, then, you know, if they want to go, they can go. I don't know. It's like, yeah, the Star. The Sun in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. There's this want to like fix things, but not even understanding what the real issue is, like why this person is unhappy. And I feel like there's like a struggle here with like this person's like fear or anxiety, or maybe both of yours. It's like really just it's like putting things out. Like you gotta, like, I think you want the flame back. To me, it's like there's a fear that someone will leave because they're misinterpreting your intentions. But I think that what's really mature is just wanting to clear it up. There's a lot of people today that don't have that ability. They're not really willing to truly communicate with a person to make sure things are legit cleared up, because, well, it's not worth losing somebody if you can correct it with a conversation. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do here. It's like once things calm down a little bit and there's not so much chaos, maybe it's time to really, clear things. Whatever's not clear, whatever this, whatever is the issue that's creating this whole tension and struggle here, all of it. Like, it just has to get talked out. I mean, this is still swords, it's communication, it's mental, things need to be clarified. Maybe some of you aren't aware of that, and that's what you need to really pay attention to here, is like, all of the struggle that's going on in a relationship, could it all be cleared up with a simple conversation? And this can be any relationship in your life. For most of you, it's probably romantic. Is it... Could reassurance, could clarification really like completely clear up a situation in your life here? Because I feel like it's almost like someone else could be trying to figure you out in weird, like, offhanded ways, and it could be like weird or like sketchy to you, but if you really pay attention, I feel like somebody is left with questions, and that's the issue. Now, of course, it can be in the reverse. Somebody could be cross-washing. The issue here is that there is no clarification in the situation. Someone needs to open up and really like talk about what's going on, or what the core problem is, that thing that you guys fucking fight about all of the time, that thing that always gets brought up. Yeah, it needs to be talked out, okay? That's what's going on this week. All right. Let's do Pisces. So we have retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist, breathe in nature's sweet scents. And vat of life energy. I am wise with money, because it is the vat where I store my life energy. I seek to enjoy the money I spend more than the energy I put in to gain it. I embrace this virtue of frugality. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Clarifying the Hierophant, we have the Seven of Cups and the Four of Wands in the reverse. I think that you stick to a plan. It's like when you set a goal, you just do it. You know, I think that you're very realistic about like a daily routine and like what you're going to do for work and like, you know, just how you do things. And I think you have a lot of opportunities, but maybe you're not 100% sure what you ever want to do. I'm kind of getting like somebody feels like they should never be stuck in one place, especially when it comes to money. Or this might be the lesson that they need to learn here, or they have learned, right? Like say you stay really faithful and dedicated to a company for a long time, and then one year when they make cuts, you're just one of the cuts. But you were there for 15 years, you know? Like it just didn't mean anything, you know? I'm like, you know, it's just like that sometimes, but sometimes in those situations you learn, well, one is I should have my hand in a lot of pies. Like maybe I shouldn't just have one income source or something like that. There's like some type of life lesson that was learned here where, you know, you're looking at new opportunities. Again, you're not really sure where life is taking you, but you know, you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, which sometimes is what the Hierophant is. Or maybe you just don't want to work a traditional job anymore. I don't really want to like break free and just be more independent here. Because, you know, we're starting with this Four of Pentacles energy, which is this energy of being like, you know, having to be stingy with your money, like really sort of being held back financially. But the Magician being in the current energy, like you're going to be more, like you want more control over how much you make. And this type of mentality is really how you break these old patterns. I'm getting somebody, you know, really working like laboring jobs for a really, really long time. And it's like, there's no real payout in the end. You know, there was just a paycheck, you know, no real like benefits to it. There's nothing happening in these kind of like dead end jobs, and deciding, well, I'm the only person that's doing this to myself, right? Like I keep choosing these jobs, you know, when in reality, there's a whole bunch of just easier positions or like something else that I could do that would just be more rewarding. There's something really changing about you and how you view life and like what you really are in control of. I like it. And I feel like somebody's being really like, one, honest with themselves, but also like proactive, you know, like really looking into, you know, what opportunities there really are out there. You know, maybe what they really do want to do in life. Because I'm really getting this is just like work related, like somebody just went through something with a job, or they've just been through it several times and they're just tired of the riffraff. And it's like, you know, how can I have, even if you still need a job, how can I have some type of like passive income, or, you know, just do something simple for money? And it's smart. For some of you, it's not even something simple. It's like, okay, well, what career path do I really want to go down here? The Nine of Pentacles again, in the advice. Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. And there's the Hierophant again, more Taurus energy. I feel like whatever happened here, like it definitely happened for a reason, because the opportunity that's about to come at you, I feel like you're going to think it's not even real at first. It's almost like, maybe your work didn't pay off at the last place, you know what I mean? But because you were there for that long and there's a reference, it's going to pay off in this place, It's like something ended, but it needed to, because honestly, it was just blocking you. For some of you, this is something that does need to end. Stop putting yourself in these low-paying, dead-end jobs because you feel like you have some limitation or some setback. Like, really look into the qualifications for some better-paying, better benefit jobs, Some of you, it just was time to go, or it is time to go. So that is the week of Pisces, finding out that life can get better. Because I feel like there's definitely an opportunity here. Like, if you start applying, if you start looking, like, you're going to hear some stuff back and you're going to be like, holy crap, I can't believe this is happening to me. What am I doing? I'm going to shuffle these first. Let's move into Cancer. Okay, so we have go with the flow. As water trickles down a stream, do not hurry. And enchanted encounter. I'm surrounded by friends, family, animals, and nature. I connect with the world around me, and I am nurtured by these enchanted encounters. I am loved and accepted within my community. I am not alone. And the overall energy is the Ten of Pentacles. I have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Emperor, Aries energy. Now, at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. I feel like there's an interesting situation here where you can't figure out what's really going on with the person. Like, there could be some trust issues on your end. I always see the Seven of Swords as like trust issues, and definitely in this Seven of Swords card, protecting those possessions. Right now, some of you feel like you want to get away from a person. You feel like they're trying to control you, or they play some kind of game, like things are moving, but they're moving too slow, or something like this. And like, a lot of you just want something that's truly a relationship. You just want someone to admit or give it a label, or to move it to the next level. And they move, but like a snail. I mean, look at the Chariot. Some of you think this person's like sneaky, or yeah, there's just something weird about your energy with them specifically, because when I'm looking in the clarifying cards, I have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Star, Judgment, Strength, and the Strength and the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know where my brain is right now. It gives to me that somebody's about to clear some shit up, because you have the story wrong. Some of you could be feel like getting ill advice or something. There could be like a person that you're like suspicious of, and like taking tarot readings like they resonate, and they fucking don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not who that person is, or just something stupid like that, but like, it's not stupid when you look at the root issue. It's stupid in the moment. Like, if it's not true, and like someone's just not a piece of shit, but like, there really is some trust issue that needs to be looked at there. Like, why is that your go-to? That's not like your sneaking suspicion that someone's just like hiding something, because there's something about how this person comes in that's going to prove that, like, one, that they really are like loyal, that this is a person who has self-control. I feel like they're really, one, clearing situation up, because they really are like invested here. They like, you just have someone wrong. You'll know if this is your reading, because this week someone's having this whole conversation. Like, they're just tired of being accused of something, or they're just like, they can't handle the situation anymore, where it's like they're constantly the bad guy, when actually you just have a situation wrong. They could think sometimes that you're like just crazy or like delusional, because they just dead ass aren't doing the shit that you're accusing them of. Yeah, and you'll know this is you if you're just like accusing a person of something that you don't have any like real like solid evidence of. It's just like a hunch, and that something like that. Like, some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, because this is a lot like their reading, so you need to take your ass back over there, because what the hell? Somebody is madly in love with you, and they respect you. Like the same way that you feel about this person is how they feel about you, minus the conception that like you are sneaky or like trying to do something to them, you know, like I feel like some of y'all just like some like back and forth with moods and emotions and like some bickering back and forth about the same situation and over again. Somebody's clearing that shit up because, you know, I think sometimes you wonder if you're crazy. Sometimes you might actually, am I crazy? You're not really crazy, you know. I think that sometimes people get hurt and then it's really hard to ever truly like trust someone again. Like not only is somebody giving you what it is that you feel like you deserve because they also feel like you deserve it, you know what I mean? Like you just don't understand this person emotionally. Like I think that you think that they're like trying to play with you or like I don't know, keep everybody on some kind of leash here. Play you like a puppet. It's just not the case though. Like I think you just like you have to really think sometimes like how long has this person been around, you know, like do they do weird stuff, you know, or are you just like really terrified that somebody just would do you filthy and like what's going on here? Anyway, it's gonna get cleared up. So I'll see you guys soon.